Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to talk about Chainlink. We're going to look at Link USD, Link BTC, and Link ETH. We're going to look at daily time frames, 3-day, weekly. We'll get into some different charts. We're going to look at the Gaussian channel again on Link, and we're going to see what in history has done that looks similar to where we are now, because that's all you can really do in charting. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows what's going to happen next for a certainty. The only thing that we have to go on as traders and is experience, one, previous moves, and your indicators. That's why indicators exist. That's why anything in TA and charting helps based on past moves, so you can predict what could happen, and should be highlighted, right? Because nobody knows for sure what's coming. There's no perfect tool that would indicate 100% accuracy ever. Just doesn't happen. So knowing that, we can focus on bigger time frames because it's less risky the more you zoom out, get a big picture. The day-to-day, day trading is more risky, less certainty in the markets, if you will. So that's what we focus on, bigger time frames on this channel. If you like that, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and find some links down below. If you want to learn a little bit more, we have a Patreon that we have, a private Telegram that you get, stuff that I don't show you on YouTube, some daily updates that you'll probably like and find informative, and little mini snippet clips that I put on there several times a day. And yep, try that out if you want. Follow us on Twitter, and we also have a public Telegram if you'd like that. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Link USD. Currently, we're down below our 200-day, right? We have our 21-day coming in hot, diving down. This is probably going to cross, right? You could kind of project that out. Doesn't take a whole lot of maths. But has this ever happened before? Have we ever crossed with the yellow under the red? I'm glad you asked. Let's go back and look. Not yet, right? We've been under the 200-day with prices recently in the past year or so, but it's been since last March, the pandemic drop, where we've had our yellow cross under the red. And how long did that last before we got to move out of it? 15 days, roughly? 15 days we spent with our 21-day under our 200-day. Price action stayed under both, right, until it didn't. Until it got back above our 21-day. Now, this was the March pandemic drop, so, we had pretty much a V-shaped recovery pretty quickly across the entire board. I'm not so sure that that's going to happen this time, but so far this is the closest move we have to go on for Chainlink. So far, so good. We've mimicked this move so far up to about this move is where we are now. If you do a bars pattern of this and overlay it, it's pretty close. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. So I don't think we're going to, completely recover this fast, but maybe we come on, a more of this level, right? And not so much, super incline, right? So maybe we just slow grind back up and then move up as we continue throughout the summer, right? So let's project where we could be going and go back over here, right? We're going back. So maybe we take 2 weeks, right? We cross, say maybe next week, and then another 2 weeks after that. Best case scenario, right? Because the V-shaped recovery was 2 weeks, so it's probably going to be at least longer than this. So now we're looking towards the 1st of July to best case scenario to come out of this, right? We're similar to that move previously. From here, we really started kind of moving back up. So we'll see what the next few days hold for us, and then maybe we can project a better path for Chainlink USD. Let's go look on the 3-day. Anything different? Not really, right? We're holding support at 100 moving average. Let's go to the weekly, and you can see that we are oscillating back and forth. We broke our 50-week with one candle, but so far only one candle. We've held 50-week as support so far. Our next objective is to get above our 21-week, plain and simple. That's what we have to do. And to do that, we have to go on the daily chart and start crossing those moving averages back up. But like I said, it's hard to turn the Titanic around, okay? We've been in a downtrend, a pretty epic downfall, so it doesn't just snap out of it. Like the March pandemic drop, yeah, everything recovered pretty quickly, right? Bitcoin's coming back a little bit today, but we'll have to see, right? Take it day by day. Well, provide you any updates along the way. Let's go ahead and look at the Gaussian channel. If you missed my video yesterday on this, go watch that. I explain how to set it up and what to look for. But so far, even with Link, we have not entered it yet. Bitcoin is trying to avoid it like the plague, right? If Bitcoin goes into this channel, that's usually a bad sign for a prolonged period of time. Bitcoin is currently about this level, although Bitcoin hasn't even hit a wick inside of it yet, really, up until this week. So if we enter this, our support is going to be this median line. Acts as great support on many coins, on many time frames. So keep this in mind. If we come down here with Chainlink or Bitcoin or whatever coin you want to put this on, just remember you got to keep it on your 5 day. 5 day is key for the Gaussian channel. And yeah, so also look at our 100-day or our 5 day 100 moving average, right? So it's 500-day moving average if you follow that. Those are both coinciding right at the same level. So if we move down here in the next week or two, these will both be acting as super support. So I do not see Chainlink going below $18. I'll put it at that. I think we've already bottomed out of Chainlink. So not a lot of people will give their prediction for bottoms. I'm telling you right now, I do not foresee Chainlink going below $15. I'll put it out there. I'll put myself out there. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right? Well, time will tell if I'm right or I need to be smacked in the face, okay? Don't smack me in the face, man. Let's go to Chainlink and Bitcoin. Now, look at this on the Gaussian channel. We're already turned red here. We're already approaching coming out of this. If this turns back green and we're either out of the top or close to the top, that would be a good sign that Link is getting ready to move against Bitcoin. Going back in history, you can go look at this last time, right? We came out of the red, we turned back green with the channel, and we proceeded to continue to higher highs. That happens time and time again on any coin. You come out of it either in the red or right as it turns green. Usually, after you're above the channel and you turn back green from red, you're going to go higher. So that's what I'm watching right now for Link Bitcoin. Now we don't know when this is going to happen, so we need to wait for this to either break out of the channel and close a candle. Even though we had a wick, we have to close a candle outside of this channel, and then we want to wait for a confirmation of this to turn green, and then we can make our higher highs. But so far on the daily, I turn this off, so you don't want to use that on just anything. Let's go to the weekly. That's where I drew the line. Look at our nice uptrend we're forming. Now this is kind of, trend lines are subjective, right? You can draw them loosely. You just want to have the most touch points. Trying to remember where I drew this, line. I think it was on the weekly, but not on log scale. Nope, I'm wrong again. Let's keep trying. We're good at one day. Nope. There we go. Daily chart. Look, there we go. Daily chart, log scale. You gotta remember where you draw the lines before you start the video. Okay, so a lot of touch points, right? So like I said, these are subjective. You can obviously tool around with these, and like this is still a trend line, right? But the most touch points is how you basically can get the most accurate trend line for a bottom line. So you don't want to have your trend lines going through candle bodies. So see how we get as close as we can there. And then you have, several touch points back here. You have several touch points right here. And then you have another touch point after our drop. So if we are to come back down for Link Bitcoin, I would expect this to hold. Now, whether we bounce up first and then come back, in a month from now, whatever. But with this trend line, I would expect this to hold That's been holding all year in 2021. That will be a good support line in the future as well. So we'll watch this. Let's go to Link Ethereum and see what we got here. Link Ethereum is just due for a turnaround. Now, this is our kind of our liquid zone box here. You can see previous local top here. Let me zoom in back here. Clear this out of the way. There we go. Previous local top acted as resistance. We broke through it, cleared this top, and you're at new all-time highs. And more often than not, you're going to come back and test your previous local top, which we did right here. Came back almost exactly to the level, right? A lot of consolidation in this area before, again, continuing back up. Fast forward years later, and here we are again. Right back to that exact box again. Now, maybe this is bottoms. Maybe it's not. Maybe we went to double bottom. That's why we've drawn this, because we're close again, right? We just made another lower low, I dare say, with a candle. We're close right there. We could be double bottomed already, right? And getting ready to, continue back up. We don't know. But if we come back down, I would expect a wick down through here to really double bottom confirm, and then get the Link Ethereum ratio turned back the other way to start putting in these moves, right? So look, going back to 2019, really the move started June, July, right? Look at these. Look at where we're at now, right? June, July. So 2 years ago, we were right here. Then look what came the rest of the year. Pretty nice. So that would be one thing to hope for, right? You can always hope and pray. But more often than not, you got to look at trends, annual trends. Link and Ethereum both so far have had kind of annual trends. Link tends to do better in the summertime. Ethereum tends to do a little bit worse in the summertime. Ethereum moves better towards the, the beginning of the year. Your buys the past 6 years for Ethereum would have been great in December or January. Your buys for Link in the past several years that it's been around is, towards springtime. And then it moves up towards the summertime. So that's what we want to hope for. The 90-day ROI for Ethereum tends to be much lower in the second half of the year than the first half of the year. And it's the polar opposite for Link. Link tends to do much better ROI in the second half of the year than the first half of the year. So that's what we're going to hope for. We'll stay a step ahead of everyone, hopefully by knowing some little trends. I think this is due for a turnaround in the not so distant future. Maybe in the next month or two, I think Ethereum will start losing ground against Link, and we will start reversing this Titanic ship. Thank you for being around this long if you have. And just for your special treat, we're going to do car of the day right now. I know you've all been dying for the car of the day. Not. Okay, so this is the Porsche 911 race car GT1. Kind of a pretty rare edition. This is one of Porsche's extremely fast winning race cars. This one, look at this. The back comes off. Sweet. You can work on the engines, right? Race cars. Pretty nice. Porsche GT1. All right. Quote of the day. Let me move my crazy picture. You'll see why in a minute. Quote of the day by Jim Rohn. If you don't know who Jim Rohn is, do yourself a favor and check him out. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. Think about that. Put that to work in your life. I guarantee you can find things recently that you've done, that you've wanted to do, and you come up with an excuse if you didn't really want to do it. Or something you actually really did want to do, and you just kept doing it until it worked, right? So he's got a lot of good stuff like this. Check him out. Audible. He's got some nice books on Audible. I listen to books. He has paper copies too, if you wanted to go that route. But, all right. I'll leave you alone. I think I'm still showing up here. I moved my picture. I don't know if... Is that working? I guess we'll find out shortly. But thanks for watching this long if you have. 78 gold stars for you. You deserve it. 4 thumbs up. I don't have cross them. I don't know. Blurry. Have a good one. I'll see you right back here in the next video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.